First of all, do you identify as special needs? Or you're like, fuck that, I don't even identify as it?
I'm a human.
I love that. All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Mislabeled. At this point, I think we are definitely going to be at 40 or north of 40. If you are enjoying our content, please like, subscribe, and comment. We greatly appreciate everyone. We are working very hard, as y'all can see. So again, like, subscribe, comment. With that being said, would like to give a big shout out to our sponsor, ENA Tax Advisors. ENA Tax Advisors is a tax liability company that helps you structure your taxes using financial instruments to limit your tax liability. And they have been amazingly helpful for me. Honestly, from beginning to end, structuring my finances in a way that I honestly avoided a tremendous amount of taxes like a good Jew. With that being said, you can reach out. This is applicable to 1099 employees, self-employed people, and people who are on 1099s. You can reach out to ELI at Certified Tax Advisors. .com. That's Ellie at CertifiedTaxAdvisors.com. He's an awesome dude. Will help you with everything, and it's a free consult. Won't charge you anything if he feels that there's nothing that could be done for you. With that being said, we have a very special guest all the way from Toronto, Jared Nathan.
How's it going, buddy?
Thank God.
Yo!
Dude, I am so happy we have you. I want to tell everyone how we got to Jared. So there was a video that I did. There was a video.
Go.
There was a video that I did talking about how non-Jewish nanny, people were asking me. There was a rumor going around. It wasn't really a rumor for everyone listening because a million people asked me. There was no real rumor. It was just every guy that asked me, oh, so did you, Warren or Zach, hook up with her afterwards? So when someone asked me for like 100th time, I just said, we got to make a video about this just to address this because everyone's asking me. And so I put out that video that went viral for us for sure. It's 50,000 views, maybe north of that. Maybe it's closer to 60 at this point on Instagram. A lot of shares, whatever, the whole 9 yards. And Jared all of a sudden pops up in the comments. Everyone was taking it seriously. And Jared's like, ha, 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 that's so hilarious. What would be the big deal if you did that? So right away, I went to your page, and I'm like, this is the man we need on our podcast. So, Jared, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm good.
How was your flight in?
Yeah, they had an airport situation.
Didn't they like cancel every flight?
Shut down some FFA, Matrix shit. I don't know.
I was unsure, by the way, if you were even going to make it because he's in for 3 hours.
I was unsure I was going to make it.
He's in for 3 hours, and if his flight coming in is delayed and the way out isn't delayed, then there's no time to shoot the pot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we took a risk on this one.
We took a real risk. By the grace of God.
Let's go.
By the grace of
No
God.
risk, no reward. Right?
Right?
No risk, no reward. That's 100% true. I saw you cracking up, by the way, when I was doing that intro.
You're super Jewish, man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was playing tax then. How can it be more Jewish than that?
Jared, by the way, bring the mic into you whenever you want.
How can it be more Jewish than a sponsored by a tax company? You
The only
know?
way it could be more Jewish if it was sponsored by a tax fraud company.
And it's a free console, so how can it be more Jewish than a free console?
All right. I heard that 100%. 100%. By the way, you have no WhatsApp or anything. When we were trying to pick him up from the airport, I was just hoping to God we were going to be able to land you. When you land you,
Yeah, I was able to have my text thing on my phone.
When you got into my car, I literally felt like we found like just a fish that was in the water. Like
It was
you know
random. I saw you. I pointed. We pointed. Like, yeah,
we're
here.
We had an instant connection
We
there.
had a moment, you know.
Yeah, total moment. That was like
Eye contact. Eye locking.
tremendous.
I'm sensing a lot of romance for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Tremendous romance. Yeah, by the way, I got on the phone with him. The second he commented on that, I went to his page and I literally just, what did I message you?
10 o'clock at night.
What did I message you? What did I write?
You gonna come on the podcast?
Done. Let's do this.
I'm like, sure, why not?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Fuck
Go.
yeah,
And
energy.
I'm in Austin right now, so it was easy connecting.
You're really from Toronto originally,
I'm from
right?
Toronto, yes.
So
But Thornhill.
Thornhill, are there a lot of Jews in Thornhill?
Yeah. Well, I grew up in a very Jewish area.
You did. What are the Jews like there?
Don't get canceled now, Jared.
No, Jared, get canceled. We love getting canceled, by the way.
There's a a lot of like. It was very interesting growing up.
That was the most PC answer of
Very
all time.
like very not necessarily inclusive, but like I was like I grew up. I was pretty much the non-Jewish person, like non-Orthodox individual
Right.
in the area full of Orthodox.
Oh, you grew up in like an Orthodox Jewish community.
Yeah, I grew up
and
in
you were like
Orthodox
one of the
Jewish.
only non-Orthodox people there.
Yes.
And so that felt like not cool. That wasn't so chill.
As I got older, it was okay.
Oh, I didn't realize you're Jewish.
Yes.
Yeah, he's Jewish.
I'm 44% Ashkenazi, so yeah.
40%.
Yeah, 44%.
So like,
40
did you get the 40% that makes you like good at like taxes or no? No.
I got a 44% that I'm short, you know? I'm a short Jewish man.
In fairness, you have your hair.
But yeah, I have my hair.
That's tremendous.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a adopted originally. Like my biological mom is not Jewish, and then I got adopted to a Jewish family, and
Did you convert?
Yeah.
You did.
I converted. Yeah, I went to the mikvah when I was younger, the baby and everything.
Oh wow.
Oh,
That's-
shit.
Snip.
They snipped you.
Yeah, I got
You got the
snipped.
little snip snip?
Was that snip later in life, or was it like
No,
early?
the 8 days old. So
Oh, 8 days. You got snipped at 8 days.
You know
Yeah.
that some people, when they become Jewish, if they they do the conversion process later in life, they get the snip snip at like 40.
Yeah,
they
like I'm
drink
like,
the wine too.
yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Amari
They drugged
Stoudemire.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta be. They better be. They should be
The
taking a
wine,
Xanax or
a little
something.
bit of like whatever's in it.
A little
Yeah.
lemon juice.
Yeah, no, but Amari, my understanding about Amari was that he was already snipped. But
Oh,
when you,
Stoudemire?
Yeah.
But when you become a ger, can we say this story? We have to say this story.
Yeah, of course.
When you become a ger, right? What they do is, in order to be officially a Jew, if you're already snipped, what they do is they just do a poke.
Oh,
So you have to get some blood out.
Yeah.
But I will tell you the craziest story of all time. Shmuley, let me do this delivery, please. I was in Chavetz Chaim, Queens. I used to hang around. I was there. I used to hang around there. My family is there. And there's a very big mall. What's the last name? I'm
have to explain what that
I'm
is,
going
huh?
to. But Shmuley, what's the last?
Richmond?
What? Yes.
Richmond.
So there's a very big mole. A mole is someone who does circumcision.
Oh, it's how does the thing on my face?
What was that?
The mole.
Mole? I'm a comedy.
Not a mole.
Comedy.
Not
Comedy.
Not a mole. It's called a mohel.
I know.
You know what I'm saying.
I know.
All right. So they do the circumcisions, right? And there's a very famous mole in Far Rockaway, I think he lives, named. And he has a son. Call. Hey, there's this big celebrity that is converting that needs a bris. So he didn't know what it was all about. He just heard it was an African American celebrity. So naturally, his son was practicing to become a mole himself. So he told his son, "Listen, I don't know what this is. Do me a favor." He does his handoffs to his son.
Yeah.
When you're learning, you just pass it on to the son who's learning just to get this over with.
Yeah.
Anyway, so his son is told to go to this house.
Yeah.
He walks in, and Amari Stoudemire is sitting there,
Yeah.
right? And he goes and proceeds to do this Mila, which effectively the joke in yeshiva was that he was literally holding Amari Stoudemire's ball sack. Like that was
Yeah.
what it was,
Yeah.
which I think is freaking.
Yeah.
It's a wild story. We're talking
Yeah.
about a guy on the Knicks at the time with a $100 million contract.
Yeah.
And Sholem Richmond was a guy learning in yeshiva. Learning.
Yeah, I wouldn't wash my hands after that. That's
He did
That's
Mitzvah
precious.
He did Mitzitza Bepeh. Jared, do you know what Mitzitza Bepeh is?
Oh, I don't.
Mitzitza Bepeh. Are we letting go
Explain
here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
of
it.
course.
Yeah, fuck it. Mitzitza Bepeh is one of the things, the rituals that you have to do in order for a conversion process to be chal, which basically means to be effective.
Well,
Okay, for it to work. According to halacha
Yeah.
and the Bible, is you need to, after a baby has a breast, the moel needs to.
Oh, it sucked the...
Suck some blood out of the
Suck
tip
the
of the penis.
blood.
Baby's first
So
blowjob.
he... So the guy sucked about his blood?
Yep.
Listen, no.
Or Allegedly. Allegedly, he sucked the monkey son about his blood.
Again, it's
Yep.
unclear.
From hearsay.
Hearsay.
It's unclear. No, I think there was a point which.
Yeah.
I think there was a point which he signed the DNA or something where he just wouldn't talk about certain things.
Oh, we ruined that.
Well, we said we didn't.
You didn't even know.
We outed him.
Yeah, no, but that was, I think that's a wild story, personally.
Yeah,
and
that was a
was
wild story.
And by the way, I told people that story, they refused to believe it. Like,
Right.
in the Yeshiva world, I told people, because sometimes, like, write a subsector of a subsector
Yeah,
in the Yeshiva world, like, people in, like, Lakewood, the Yeshiva guys in Lakewood, like, refuse to believe it. Like, no, that's not possible.
Lakewood.
Anyways, so Jared,
Yes.
talk to me. What else? Is there?
Talk to me. What's up? What do you
Well,
want to
what
know?
were you doing in Austin?
Yeah.
I'm a golden ticket winner on a Kill Tony podcast,
Yeah.
which is
Who's Kill Tony?
Kill Tony. Okay, so
Tony. He could.
I think I'm
Tony
as the re-
Hinchcliffe
yeah.
is a stand-up comic. He's been doing it for 15 years in the industry, and he started a podcast I think 5 years ago, and it's shot live every Monday night, and people sign up to do 60 seconds. And after 60 seconds, he roasted you.
Yeah.
And asked you questions and try to find out more about the comic. And yeah, and the people who sign up, some have been doing it for a couple years, some their first time. So it varies.
Is that very hard to like be funny in 60 seconds? That's such a high pressure
It's
concept.
yeah, not impossible, but it's very challenging.
Yeah.
And cause timing is everything, and
Right.
it's hard just to come up with a new thing every week, and there are like 3 regulars on that show, and they have to come up with a new minute. every
Right, a
week.
new minute, yeah.
Yeah.
For these guys, because I don't think you guys know about Tony Hinchcliffe, this show got huge. It's a very popular concept that he gets these comics to come on and do like a quick minute, and then he like roasts the shit out of them afterwards. And he's made careers. Like he makes people big. And you said you won, right?
Yeah.
First of all, fucking congrats, man.
You got
I
roasted
wanna
the
go-
hardest? What does
I-
winning mean?
No, it means
I
yeah.
can go any time I'm in Austin. I go on a show.
Could you give us an example of what those 60 seconds are like? Give me a 60-second spit right now. Of like you prepped.
One of my old jokes.
Yeah,
Can I tell
sure.
you the old?
Yeah,
oh,
sure.
But you prepped for this, right?
Yeah.
So could you give us an example of what your 60 seconds were when you were on this show?
Yeah. Like the first one that got me famous, you got to show a clip afterwards or whatever. Like if you
Yeah.
permission to show.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
we'll throw a clip in.
Tell us what it was.
One of my first jokes was, I think people, especially, should get a free hooker once a year.
Why?
It's not that we can't get pussy. We're just tired of paying for it. That's like one of my that's my joke.
You feel you should just get a free pass once a year.
Yeah, it just came out of a conversation that I had with someone. Cause jokes come from like anything.
No, 100%.
Jokes come from anything, and like it's yeah. I don't use that joke that much anymore.
Why not?
Did
'Cause,
the hooker community went after you?
like no, it's you
You can never be too
evolve as a
PC.
comic.
Oh, you evolve as a
You
comic.
evolve as
Right.
a comic,
Yeah.
and
So what are some of your new jokes, let's say? That was a great one.
you
What are
gotta
some-
check it out, man.
No, no,
no, I
I
have a-
don't
I have a-
wanna.
Quick question. Do you
I
get
don't want to give you the recipe, you know?
Got it.
Right.
But
But
I
Jisha
have a
doesn't
que-
reveal his tricks.
Like, do you get to skip the lines at amusement parks?
Ask me the hard-hitting questions.
That's the question I love. I love to tell people I hate waiting in lines, so
Mhm.
I do sometimes like tell people I have anxiety. Like, I do have anxiety, but like I play it up.
Yeah.
You need to tell people you have anxiety in order to skip the line.
It works.
Why can't you just say, "Hey, I have a disability. I'm skipping the line"?
Anxiety is a disability.
So what is your like aside from anxiety? Do you have another disability? I mean,
Like, yeah, I have a stutter. Like, I am globally delayed. Like, I have like fine motor issues, whatever.
oh, so this is not Down syndrome.
No.
No, I do not have Down syndrome. I have Down syndrome adjacent, as I like to say, because I have a Down syndrome face. I have a joke. I think my mine is autism. My face is Down syndrome. My body is palsy. I stutter like Woody the woodpecker.
You
So-
stutter. You stutter.
No.
You feel comfortable telling people that you stutter like a woodpecker? That's like a go-to.
As a joke, yeah.
As a
Like,
joke.
It's not like people can't
Comes
pick it up.
My favorite thing is you sell merch, and
Oh.
it says Team Jared, but with
Yeah,
like
I should've
7
brought it, but
J's.
yeah.
Team Jared.
Yeah.
So, you seem to be all about like just owning your shit.
Yeah,
like
I
you
was literally gonna say
own
You have to.
your shit. Can you talk a little bit about that? Like about
If
that
I don't
philosophy?
own it, I wouldn't be here right now.
So true.
Like, and like, people bring it up, so you have to own it.
You have to kind of get in front of it before
Exactly.
people.
You have to get in front of it, and like, I can't escape whatever. Like, and I can't escape people thinking I'm faking it.
That must be
That would
actually
be hilarious. People think you're faking
People
it.
think I'm
Hilarious.
faking
That's
it.
so-
I
that's so
actually had
rude, though.
That's
a
unbelievable.
comic like a couple days ago from New York who also has special needs.
Mhm.
He was in the green room like stimming or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Like idiot. I said it. Good. Like I is the idiot. The woke righteous. Oh, you can't be real. I'm like, whatever. You know.
By the
So,
way,
like,
I-
people think I'm faking it.
I think this is a lesson that everyone can learn from. Literally, that you have no problem. Like everyone needs to
Own
become
their shit.
secure in
Mhm.
their deficiencies.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm gonna be secure with what I have in my life and the lot that was given to me, and I'm gonna be totally okay with that. And
Yeah.
that acceptance is tremendous. By
We
the
all
way.
have moments of insecurity like everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, like especially on stage, you just once I grab the microphone, something takes over, and I'm just
You
I'm
become
there.
Superman.
You love performing.
Yeah.
You love it.
Yeah.
You live for that shit.
yes.
I gotta say, if you're faking it, you are the best. Leonardo DiCaprio has got nothing
Yeah,
on you.
you should get. There were the Golden Globes were last night. You should have won all of them.
100%.
That's crazy though.
So you actually have a nice following. He has a good following on Insta. 13,500 followers. Jared, how long is it? How long ago did you start Instagram?
I had Instagram 4 years.
No, but you told me you started.
No,
both.
I started. Okay, I went down to Austin November 2021, and I came down with Austin with 500 followers,
Wow.
and I left Austin with like 800, and just evolved.
Yeah. And then you think that's mostly from the winning the
100%.
from Kill Tony.
100%.
I wanted to explain to them earlier.
Kill Tony is worldwide.
You know who's been on Kill
Worldwide.
Tony?
No.
Joe Rogan has been on Kill Tony. Shane Gillis has been. Mark Norman, Ari Shaffir.
Really?
Like, yeah, they'll come on as like
Got it.
co-panelists. It's a huge deal.
Who were the panelists when you did it?
The panelist the first time was Hans Kim. You know Hans Kim?
Yeah.
Hans, his story is awesome himself.
Oh, I don't know his story.
He was homeless in the van like a year ago. He was homeless.
He's not homeless. He's got a
in a
van.
van. No, like he was like
He was apartmentless.
living
In a van. Yeah.
in a van, and now he's headlining comedy clubs, open for Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he opened. Yeah, Rogan loves
Really
him.
now.
Go for Rogan.
Rogan loves
headlining
you,
open
too.
for Rogan all over the states.
Wow.
It's amazing. Like it's just yeah.
You're aware Rogan loves you. He's commented on some of your videos. He's mentioned you on the pod. He loves you.
Are you
He
being
thinks
serious?
you're. Yeah, I mean, I looked.
No,
I looked up my shit.
man. Yeah,
Rogan
Hold on,
loves him.
Hold on. I looked at your shit too, just to be honest. I clearly didn't do as much of a deep dive as Zach did. Rogan has commented on your stuff.
he liked my stuff,
Yeah.
That's
and I
counts for
was
something to
brought
me.
up on his podcast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
What was that?
Rogan,
You brought it up
I
on
was
the podcast.
brought up on his podcast
Stop.
by Brian Redband. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
You know Brian Redband?
No
He
clue.
was the original producer of the Joe Rogan podcast.
Really now?
Yeah, he pretty much helped Rogan set it up.
That's unbelievable. So
Yeah.
are you? Is your like? Where do you see this taking you? You're like aiming to get on the Joe Rogan podcast and just like become famous?
Obviously,
Obviously, that was a stupid question.
Do you want
but I
movie
admit.
contracts? Do you see yourself going into movies?
I was in I was actually at a private screening of a movie I was in. I had a small part in a movie
Really?
Which movie?
called a Black Quarry. It's
Black Ward.
an independent horror film.
Oh, it's not even comedy. You're just in a
What?
horror film.
Yeah, not doing comedy. It was a horror film.
Why
I
were
did
you-
some comedy. What?
Why were you in a horror film? What was your role?
You gotta see the movie. No, I play I was like boy in it. Yes, that is not fake.
No.
It's not fake. The
noticed it-
neighbor was real. You
B
feel
seems
it.
like the real motherfucker here.
What?
B.
Bees. Oh, yeah.
Stay away from the bees.
Stay away from
The birds and the bees. Yeah, that's that bee was giving you trouble, bro.
Bro, fuck the bees, man.
Fuck the bees.
If you're
Jeez.
lucky, yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask, talking about
So comedy is insane. Yeah.
talking about movies. As someone with disabilities, like, what are your thoughts on like currently like disability
In movies?
representation in movies? Do you like it? Do you think it's not? Do you think there's some?
Peanut butter falcon.
I
Yeah.
didn't
Robert
see
Falcon?
it. I didn't.
Yeah,
I know what
yeah,
it is,
of
but I didn't
course.
see it.
Yeah.
Robert
Yeah,
Falcon?
yeah. It's
I
a
don't
Down
know.
syndrome boxer
Shia
with
LaBeouf is
Shia
in it,
LaBeouf.
right?
Yeah.
It was
Wrestler.
pretty much this actor, this guy with Down syndrome wanted to always be an actor,
Mhm.
and his counselors at camp made it happen. So that movie, I think, is awesome.
Right, because
think
that's an
awesome-
actual person.
When an actor actually has
Mm-hmm.
special needs.
But have you seen like media with someone who is not special needs playing someone with special needs and getting it wrong or handing it up in the wrong ways, and has that
It's
upset you?
appropriation.
For
For
sure.
sure appropriation, and like,
They're acting. It's acting.
yeah, but having blackface on his acting too is not accepted, right? Like, I'm just saying, I'm being honest. It's acting too, so it's not accepted.
Exactly. Right.
You think they should?
What do you
outlaw?
think about that?
Not outlaw, I just don't think people.
What do you think about Trailer Park Boys?
Bringing post-traumatic stress from high school. Oh no, but like I just think that people don't really have respect for people with disabilities.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't ableism doesn't even matter to people. It's not really. It's not. We don't. We're not. Most of them are seen just as like. We're not seen as individuals.
Right.
We're seen as like, oh, he's a special needs guy.
Right, a
Oh,
group.
he's this, he's that.
Right.
It's not
You're seen as your as this thing,
Right.
and they turn into your whole identity.
right.
I've also noticed from your social media that like you talk a lot on the Isan when you guys do bits with
Yeah.
Isan. You talk a lot about like you don't like the pandering, like when people are actually going out of their way to treat you
No.
differently. You
Don't
hate that. It's
Pat me on the head. Please don't pat me on the head. Please don't
No
say,
taken.
"Hey, buddy, how are you?" Don't do that. Do not do that.
Don't thank you a million times for taking the shopping
Don't
carts.
do that. Unless if you want to give me some money, go right ahead.
Or a hooker.
Yeah.
Either or.
But
Yeah.
that's like a fine line to play for the people that are not special needs. Like you're asking people not to appropriate, but then also not to pat you on the head. Like where's the middle ground? I'm just fucking with you. But yeah.
No, but here's my thing.
No, but that's the truth. Like where is the middle ground? Like between the two?
What do you
Seems
mean?
like
Treat him like a
you
normal
explain?
person.
where's the middle ground? Like I agree with you, but I'm just saying in general, like you know, like if there are people out there, right? It's like
But also,
No, I think the problem is
especially the Jewish community,
Yeah.
people with special needs can read from the Torah, right?
Can or cannot?
They cannot.
They
Appar-
cannot.
Apparently, I didn't know this.
They
I
cannot.
didn't know this.
I did not know that.
I can
So
read from the
it-
Torah.
it's-
I'm special needs.
It's like,
Damn, that's the first thing I've heard about the Torah that I don't like.
oh no, it's like it's so many. Whatever. It just
You feel
it-
less than in a certain.
What?
You feel less than in a certain way.
Yeah, like society just. It's just how society is.
But here's my question, right? There's different levels of special needs, right? You're clearly, honestly, on the high end of special needs, right? First of all, do you identify as special needs, or you're like, fuck that, I don't even identify as it?
I'm a human.
I love that.
The thing is, I got okay at one point calling myself retarded. At one point, I I
chill,
said,
chill,
oh my
chill,
God,
bro, chill.
Oh my God, I said a word. No, but like, it means slow and delayed.
Yeah.
Like, before people put the whole like mental shit on it, it means someone delayed, like
Right.
higher retardant, or like
Right.
in French, if you late, it's a retard. Or that means
Really?
Yeah.
late
A
in
French person shows up late to the office.
I'm
like,
a retard.
I am retard.
What? Say that again? I
If a
missed
French
that.
person shows up
retard.
late to the office, they're
Yeah.
retard.
They use
Well,
the word
retard.
retard. It means late.
Yes.
in French.
Ah, cool.
But
You
but
check it out. You can have.
I
yeah,
thought
I'm not-
people didn't like the R word. I'll say.
No, but
I thought people didn't like retarded because it gets used by bullies. Bullies really in high schools is like what turned that word. It gets used as a
Yeah, but
derogatory term.
also, yeah, but like, special. Any word of special needs, disability, any word that has negative connotation
Right.
to it. Cause like I'm not disabled, but I have a disability.
Ability.
Oh, I'm not neurologically diverse either.
No, you're not.
I hate that word.
You hate that.
I just heard about this. I just heard about this for the first time. Neurologically diverse.
Why
We're
do you
not,
hate it?
We're not.
I never heard of this word.
We're not special needs. We're not like
It's-
special needs.
it's
We're
the certain
neurologically diverse.
Yeah. Certain
I
people
don't
on the
know.
left use it.
Politically correct way of saying, like, if you have ADHD, ADD,
So-
any neurological thing, instead of calling it cognitive disability, people say I'm neurologically divergent or whatever.
So why do you hate that term?
Cause I'm not taking it detour, you know? Like, I'm just, I have a this, I have, like, I'm this, because, like, it's hokey. It's like,
It's a little
like,
condescending.
also, so many people now have ADHD, have all this shit. They don't even have it. Oh, I'm ADD. I do Adderall. Blah, blah, blah. They don't even have anything.
I hear that. You feel like you actually have something, and everyone else is just
Oh,
cheapening.
At school, they told my parents I had to take medication or they would kick me out of school and stuff like that.
And you were like, fuck that.
Well, I took Ritalin for like 10 years until I started selling in high school. I'm a Jew, you know. I make the much money somehow.
Making that shmoney.
You're like, we sold soda cans. He's like, where's my Ritalin?
Love it. Wow.
Supply and demand, you know.
This guy's a businessman.
Eventually, what sort of jobs have? I mean, do you do comedy full time now, or you have a job on the side? What sort of jobs have you had?
Well, I used to work for about over like 12 years at a school for children with special needs in Toronto.
What did you teach?
I used to help kids with autism, and like I assist them with life skills and some academic things also. I worked some social programs. I also worked for the Salvation Army. I like the federal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
done
in
that.
front of all the key foods and stuff. Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I done that. I was like ascot for a tax agency.
You were a mascot.
Yeah,
That's
I had to
dope.
wear. That didn't last long, but
Wait, what did you have to wear?
like the heart outfit.
Why
I-
for a tax agency?
I don't know.
What you were just
I
like?
forgot heart outfit. Maple leaf.
Oh,
Like a-
Maple.
Oh,
because
Maple Leaf?
Toronto.
Canada.
Wait a
Yeah.
second. So you were just like standing outside
I
there.
was at the corner, just waving.
You
All
were
the
that
children
guy.
came by, wanted to like whatever. It was.
You were that guy.
I was that guy.
Oh,
That's
God.
amazing.
Oh
No,
God.
Yeah, and then but I love doing comedy. I love it.
Yeah.
Is that full time now? It's hard.
It's hard. I don't. Yeah,
Comedy's a grind.
comedy is hard. It's hard.
Fucking grind.
It's a grind, and like it's you have to be a little sick and twisted.
Yeah.
Do it. Like,
100%.
you just have to be, and you have to like. You have to, yeah. You just have to have fun doing it. Also,
Right. You gotta be ready for just have you bombed?
yeah,
You've bombed, right? Everyone bombs.
yeah.
What is that feeling when you bomb? What is that feeling like?
What do you do when you get home after
when
a
you
bomb?
come off the stage? Are you like dejected, or are you just like
Ashamed.
shist, or you just like laugh it off?
Try, like, it depends on the situation.
Like, do you look at it and like, oh my god, the audience doesn't get my jokes, or do you look at it and you're like, crap, I really messed that one up? Like,
You go either way. Audience could be a shitty audience, or talk too much, or like I can not deliver a joke how I wanted to. Like I can always, you can always change at least one thing in every set. You can always like pronounce
Fine-tune.
things better, or like hit the punchline a little crisper and stuff like that. Like I have a more of a challenge.
I was gonna
Because
say.
So I was
yeah.
gonna say,
stutter
that's
can help me and
and
hinder
hinder
me
you.
at the same time.
do you prepare for it with the stutter? Is that, like, do you prepare that like this punchline has to work, but if I can get my punchline out in 5 seconds
This-
or 10 seconds or
yeah,
2
but
seconds?
The stutter comes when
when it wants.
Right,
least
so-
expect it.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking current in a river,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? If I try to go against it, I'm gonna cause some friction.
You gotta have to flow with
I have
it.
to go flow with it, but sometimes the flow doesn't come, and I just have to switch it.
That's crazy.
Always been good growing up, switching things on the fly and stuff. But it's and like
Let me ask you: does the stress, when you're under more stress, does the stutter come out more?
it can.
Can't, but not
But
necessarily.
like, if I'm angry, I don't always stutter,
Just blurt it out.
put it out, and like, I have said a joke clearly, and I'm like, shit. Cause like sometimes some joke hits better
Right.
with a stutter.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't fake my stutter. I can enhance it. I don't fake it. But once I started going, I can get stuck into it. And yeah, but it has caused a lot of, some people don't want me on the show. Some people don't want to like,
F them.
don't like
Yeah.
following me and stuff. Cause like,
They don't like following you.
no, I bring it 100%.
Yeah.
I make them have to bring it harder too.
And you're so memorable.
yeah,
Because you're so memorable.
Yeah.
They look like just an average Joe Schmo comic next
Right.
to you. That's true.
right. I'm unique, so
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm unique, and like, also like you channel things on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I'm having a shitty day, man, that's when you just rock it. That's when I just rock it. If I'm not feeling well, go and just
No
It's
thinking.
like I have nothing to
feel the
lose.
spirits or whatever.
You feel like you're channeling something.
Yeah,
You're releasing demons on stage.
you said it.
Oh, that that makes me want to do
like-
comedy because I got some
A
demons.
lot of people like, I don't, just energy. It's all energy exchange. Audience thing. It's all energy.
Have you ever gotten into it with a heckler?
Yeah.
What's
You
oh
want to hear the funniest thing?
For sure.
yes.
Okay. I was doing a show in Toronto, and there are these two drunk people there, and one happened to be in a wheelchair, and he kept shouting out, spit it out, spit it out, spit it out, and I couldn't ignore it anymore. And then I just looked at him and said, at least I can walk. And the audience just, people love a cripple fight. Like, people love when two handicapped people go at it. Just, people love that pornography, so to speak.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's, yeah.
I mean, that guy had it coming.
Yeah,
Fuck him.
No, like, and afterwards, so what? I felt bad also. But it had to happen.
Well, he's
Right.
being chutzpahdik. You know what chutzpahdik means?
Chutzpah.
He's being disrespectful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but yeah. Like, and I had people interrupt my punchlines. I had to go after them.
It probably gives you some more content though, like because
Yeah, it's yeah. You have to protect your space to the comic.
Yeah.
Protect your.
It's so crazy because
parameter-
musicians don't deal with this. No other live person, magicians don't deal with this.
Yes, some
Only comics deal with people yelling shit at them in the middle of their job.
musicians a little bit also. If they're having a bad set, it happens. It
I
happens.
That's
guess,
when
yeah,
alcohol is involved.
Yeah, people are really drunk at comedy shows. Do you drink, Bowie?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
They
Yeah,
make
they're-
you. They make you have 2 drinks.
What do you, I'm so curious what you're like when you're drunk.
I'm so into my, like, it depends. But I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Do you ever smoke weed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You do? What do you
Yeah.
like
He
when
talks
you're on
about it.
weed?
it slows me down. I like it.
You love it. It just calms your brain.
Yeah, it just calms me down. I didn't smoke any today. I didn't smoke any, so
Maybe we should have had. Do you think we should have had?
I'm alright now. I'm good. I don't want to go on the airplane.
Yeah, you don't want to be on a
I
plane
don't
high.
be on-
I saw
whatever,
you
no.
had a clip where you talk about when you talk to people who are drunk, you're like, oh, you just like
Oh, I think
it's you,
oh.
you got special needs juice. Like
Yes,
that, it
I
turns
would-
people
yes, I
into.
would say special needs juice. I say other juice, for the podcast, I would say the special needs juice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think normal people want to be disabled. That's why alcohol and Adderall and everything is so popular, because people want to feel stupid. People
Yeah.
want to be stupid.
I mean, the way we
want to
talk
have
about it,
non-expectations. We want to
What do
be
you
able
mean?
to.
Hold on. Could you elaborate on that? Why do you think that they want to be stupid? Versus, are you trying to say that they want to be out of reality? Which one?
Yeah, but our reality sometimes what stupid is.
yeah, like
When
oblivious,
in
oblivious.
reality, you're in reality. When you're out of reality, you're
You're
no, but,
stupid.
like, some people don't have like. Some people do really stupid things when they're on like alcohol or whatever, and it's.
I've seen that once
I've
or
seen
twice.
smart people turn not smart. I'm censoring myself.
No, don't censor.
Not
Say
smart.
whatever you
No,
want.
they turn
Why are you censoring yourself?
Yeah.
retarded, right? They
Yeah.
turn retarded.
Yeah,
They turn like and like yeah, it and like because also yeah, like people want to also play the system too. Like there are people who would tell their school they have attention deficit disorder just to get extra time on tasks or
Right.
like
I feel like you're taking a lot of shots at the ADHD
oh I think
community.
ADHD is
Say it.
bullshit. Well, no, but I have ADHD.
Hey man, that's my
No, but
identity.
I have ADHD. I have like things.
yeah.
But also, I know so many people who self-diagnose themselves,
Oh, really?
and that's a total disrespect to people who have been diagnosed, and that's a disrespect for
Right.
the community.
Yeah.
And it's kind of dumbing yourself. It's kind of just like you're kind of jumping on something that's like that's making you fit in with other people. Like people don't want to be normal.
Normal.
These days.
Right.
Everybody
Kind of
wants to
have-
have something.
Because they have no excuse if they're totally normal.
Right, so I said
Yeah.
they,
Well,
have
they also they want to
because
feel special.
If you're totally normal,
different.
then you have expectations.
Yeah.
They want
Thing
they want
is-
an excuse to have expectations.
They have responsibility. Yeah.
Yeah.
Normal is a spectrum, like everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Normal is a spectrum, like everything else.
Right.
And it's also an illusion. Because, like, what's normal?
Jared, you are spitting hard, cold facts right now. I mean, you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, right now I feel like
This
I'm
is
a.
philosophical.
Yeah,
This
this
is
Yeah, I've
deep
done a
shit.
lot of psychedelics, so.
What psychedelics
Hit me
have
with
you
the
done?
shrooms talk, bro.
done shrooms.
You've done shrooms?
Ayahuasca?
There's some DMT. No.
Oh, really?
Oh,
hold,
DMT scares me.
hold on. Can you talk about your experience?
Yeah, about the
Um,
DMT. I like that look that you had on your face when you the DMT.
Yeah, I didn't go fully under, but I entered the zone. I didn't go fully.
You were still on Earth.
Yeah,
somewhat.
it's on Earth.
Where did you get? Who is giving you this DMT?
I don't say names.
No, no name. Just like
Name and address, please.
No, it's hard for me to get DMT.
Joe Rogan swears by
When
it,
you're
right?
in, when you're in the right elements,
But does
it
anyone
comes to
treat
you?
Does anyone treat you like, hey, I'm not giving you DMT. Like, I don't trust you. Does that ever happen?
You just gotta be with people you trust. Like
Yeah.
Got it.
I feel like if you talked to him for 5 seconds, you'd realize, like, okay,
you
yeah.
gotta in the like. If you're in the right element, you'll find anything.
Right. I totally hear that.
Yeah.
What do you think about Kanye? What's your take on Kanye? Give it to us.
That was a quick right turn.
Yeah, no, for sure. I need to hear his take. He sure has a great take.
Basically, we want to know, are you Team Jews or Team Kanye?
You can't tell me nothing. That, has
Hey.
a whole new, that song has a whole new
New meaning.
has a whole new meaning. Team J.
Listen, you get to pick one:
If you
Hanukkah
know
or
the
graduation.
industry, if you know like the music industry and everything, you understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, that's what I say. But yeah.
Like, you understand where he's coming from.
Are you saying there's a lot of Jews in that industry? About to cancel for being anti-Semitic.
He's joking.
Have you seen what's that Straight Outta Compton, the movie?
I actually didn't know.
Okay, like the whole
I know what it's about.
yeah, like the whole thing, and like Leo Cohen, whatever. I don't want to drop too much shit, but yeah, it's there. I think when he said DEFCON 3, maybe went a little too far.
Just a little
Just
bit.
a
But
little bit.
also, what the thing is, how do you say you love Hitler if he was alive during Hitler days? Hitler would kill him.
I don't think he realizes that.
The black skin, you know?
He also thinks Hitler invented highways, I think,
Yes, he
or
said.
phone
No,
lines.
I just don't take it.
What?
Like Kanye is like.
That's why I don't
Can't
find
take
him
the guy
offensive.
seriously.
Yeah, he's adorable.
Okay,
Do
yeah,
you
but
think
he also has also
Does he
kind
have
of
ADD?
exploiting his mental illness. I was
Interesting.
kind of like, kind of exploiting his.
Do you
his
think he has
mental
ADD?
illness.
Do you
What?
think he has ADD?
He's got
He has bipolar,
Oh,
For sure.
but ADHD. I think everybody has ADHD. Everybody has like.
yeah.
Everybody has distractions. Everybody has things, and
You know, I more was just joking about like I know you hate it, so I was kind of asking.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I just don't. A lot of people make money off
Yeah.
people with
Disability,
disabilities, with like Adderall, Ritalin, all this stuff,
Yeah.
all this stuff. Which there's so many other ways to handle your the deficits or your thing, and also there's so much strength in challenges. Michael Phelps.
Yeah.
You know the Michael Phelps story?
Which I mean, I know who my
He had ADHD deficit. He was a hyper kid,
Mhm.
and his mom put him into swimming. So, and he focused on swimming, and
right.
he became the #1 swimmer
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah.
Like, also, like, most people who are like savant to something has like,
Some mental issue. Yeah, it's true.
yeah, but it's not. Yeah.
There's re-
Everybody has issues.
Yeah, I
man.
knew when you
Everybody
said
has-
issue, I knew that you were gonna go ham on him on that.
Everybody has issues. Everybody,
I mean it.
I don't know. It doesn't make you a bad person. It
That's
just
for sure.
you got something. You got to work harder. You just have to work harder. You just have to.
We just have something a little bit more
you
fucked
have
up.
to know
I
how
guess.
to use it though.
Yeah.
You have to know how to use it.
100%.
Work with your strength. There's a reason I'm working on a podcast and not in some office. Like
You have to know how. Yeah, right.
I wouldn't. I
You
yeah. I
gotta
don't do all those.
Know your strengths. You gotta
Know your
know your
strengths.
strengths.
100%.
No, you're
So
saying-
here's my question: when it comes to comedy, do you see yourself as like an advocate for people from like with special needs or whatever, or
I'm a
special
role
needs?
model for sure.
Do you? But do
I
you
don't
view-
have a choice.
But do you? It's not that you don't. I guess you don't have a choice, but at the same time, do you take that upon yourself as something that you like to put out there, or is that something that okay, if other people see that, great for them, but I just want to. I'm doing my own thing and I'm letting it be, or do you see yourself as a person that like you want to specifically be like I'm an advocate?
It just comes with the territory of
Yeah.
having like.
Do you sometimes get like annoyed when like you don't want to necessarily be an advocate? You're just
No.
a guy doing comedy.
That's
like
what I'm
Yeah, I
saying,
used
like-
to be obsessed about advocacy and whatever.
uh-huh.
It became an obsession at one point, and like, so like I have people who say, "Hey, like my family member has Down syndrome. I think it's awesome. What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, thank you." And like, I had a hard time before having people call me inspiration, cause like I'm just doing my thing.
Right.
You don't want people Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
want to be
but
an individual. You're not interested.
It's like a
now I
burden.
understand it. Now, here's the thing: if you see me and it inspires you to do something, awesome. Just don't come up to me. Oh, like don't say, oh, you're like.
You don't want to hear it.
If I inspire you to do something, that's awesome. I've been not the block right now.
You don't want someone to pat you on the back for
Right.
doing for being like a person
Right,
that's
I'm
doing
not a
comedy. It's like I can do comedy. I'm a normal person.
Puppet.
Right.
Exactly.
Like I can do anything. I'm not a charity case.
Right.
Exactly.
Like I'm
Exactly.
not a charity case.
Now, having said that, have you ever played the disability card to get a better slot at a comedy show?
Some people,
Have you used it to your advantage? Like, I want this slot.
yeah, but they won't give it. Doesn't people whatever. But like I have been given Sedaka from Overdogs people.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which you then
Have
used.
you used? Let's go straight hardcore.
Want to hear the story?
Yes.
Have you used Sedaka money you got from Orthodox Jews to get a hooker?
No, but I got weed.
What about the mushroom?
No, but like,
thing?
No,
have you used your disability straight up to get what you like? Have you skipped the line at TSA when it's like, like it's crazy long?
I go straight to special services.
So
or
you
whatever they
use
call
all
it.
the, you
Yeah.
use all the
'Cause
stuff.
But here's the thing. I do have anxiety. I'm a very anxious person, especially when I'm traveling.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to do it, and it just
Yeah.
that's how I didn't pull anything today, but if I'm coming from Canada, I usually do it. I usually just go and have somebody walk me.
Amazing.
Cause like I could be and I could turn into an asshole if I'm in like, especially if I haven't smoked, have no filter or anything. I just
What's the best way you've ever used your disability to your advantage? Could you give me a story of that? What's the meanest, leanest thing you've ever done?
Yeah, I have this
Just
picture.
milk the system to get your way. I'll be honest. I
No,
would.
but-
I would be.
here's
all
the
over
thing.
it.
Sometimes it's not on me, right?
Right.
Like sometimes it's not intent. Sometimes it's not like. Sometimes people want to give me stuff. It's on them,
Right.
and I'm not saying.
You're not saying no to free
I'm
shit.
not saying no.
Because I used to get free food at the person somewhere. Like, it's not a good mindset to have.
Right.
Because you learn how to. You can't play it up. You can't like take advantage of it. But I used to. Well, if I'm at the Skydome or the Rogers Center Blue Jay game, I do have like neck issues, and it's hard for me to sit in the high seats.
Right.
I could just go and I could just speak to somebody. Hey, I have issues. And I snuck down places, stuff like that.
You just get like front row, like behind the dugout.
Not that far, but like I have sat like, from the 500 to the 100 and stuff like that.
That's
Are you
awesome.
are you a big hockey fan?
No, he's talking about Blue Jays.
Baseball.
Baseball.
Wow.
Wow.
Yankees suck though. No.
Yankees suck. You just
Oh
like-
no, I'm just starting.
I clearly don't care.
You're not a sports fan, right?
I just
He's not.
thought-
I am. Yeah.
How do you know that?
Yeah.
That's
What?
pretty bad.
Wait, how come you just labeled me? You're like you are.
You have that like. You have that athlete vibe. You have that like
Yeah.
sports vibe.
Yeah.
There we go.
You have that like the school shooter vibe.
I was gonna say date
Yeah, but
rapist, but same thing.
What do I have?
Has to be. Never. You're like,
I love it.
Give me all your shekels, like,
What was that? What are those shekels?
like
You're,
a little bit of a con artist vibe. No, like
I came out on top in this vibe.
you have a gift for seeing people.
100%. Oh,
I'm actually curious now. You can rip on me all you want. What's the vibe I give off?
This is school shooter. He told you already.
No, that was you.
No, that's you.
I was a school shooter.
Fuck. Yes, I was
no,
the athlete. You were the
I'm
school
just
shooter.
enhancing it for the play, but I'm just joking around, man.
I don't really sound a school shooter.
I hear
no,
that.
I can see it. I can see it.
You have that like you've been therapist, right?
I'm actually going to school to be a therapist.
Okay, you have that like okay.
I love that it's I'm either gonna be a therapist or a school shooter. Inside you, there are two wolves.
There's two. It's like two Abe Lincolns on your shoulders.
Do the therapy, right?
I have been in therapy.
Yeah, you have done therapy.
Not enough, but yes.
If you have done therapy,
I have.
We've
done
all done therapy.
We've all done therapy.
yeah, therapy's great.
Fuck yeah, I
I've
love
done
therapy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You love?
Do I love it?
Yeah.
It's necessary.
Necessary.
100%.
Do I love it?
That's a great line.
Do I love going to the gym? Like, do you love doing? No.
Do you hit the gym?
I have before.
I fucking hate the gym.
I'll let myself go right now. So,
You're
yeah,
like,
I have
You're
gone
like,
to
it's
the
done.
gym.
I'm just chilling right now.
No, yeah, but it just, you gotta improve yourself, right? You gotta, like,
What's your biggest vice?
Popeyes.
Like what's your biggest vice? Like when like rough day, what are we going to?
Porn.
are we smoking some weed?
Smoking some weed.
Weed.
Could we go back to the shrooms and DMT experience?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Tell me what that was like for you.
The first time I did shrooms, man, I remember I was at my friend's Cracker Jack's house.
Your
friend's name is-
his name was Cracker Jack, or
Yeah.
he had a
He
Cracker
was
Jack
a
house.
Rapper at the time. It means excellence. Cracker Jack, like excellence or something.
Okay.
You can look it up. Whatever.
I'm looking him up right now, but yeah,
So,
continue.
yeah, I tried it and I had to get out of his house. I had to take a walk, and they were so scared that I had to go home and tell my mom. They chased me. One guy chased me. I don't know. Yeah, down the
A boulevard?
street,
Yeah.
and told me, you have to come back. I'm like, no, I'm going for a walk. I went to the donut shop. I got donuts randomly, and then he just came back. And like, oh, but no, I've done, yeah, and like,
You a huge munchies guy? Like monster munchies guy?
yeah, like, you always create some interesting foods when you're high.
What was that?
He craves interesting
Go
foods.
create
Oh, you
interesting
crave.
foods.
So what's your go-to food? Like when you're high, where you?
No, like you
you
go
heading?
home. You can make a peanut butter sandwich and
But you put weird shit in it, right?
you make a peanut butter sandwich. You put it in a frying pan, so it's like a peanut butter French toast.
That's awesome.
It's always that's by the way, that's
No,
the
it's
go-to of a high
random, like,
person.
oh, peanut butter French toast, bananas,
Yeah, they put random shit inside the peanut butter.
marshmallows.
When I used to
Random stuff.
smoke, I would start making myself food, then think I had put it in the microwave.
Oh, yeah,
And I would
and you
turn the
come-
microwave on
yeah.
and just look at it. I was cooking nothing.
Yeah. Or
It's frying air.
you find random things in your refrigerator or your.
I remember the first time I ever got high. The first time,
Where?
my friend, it
Was
was
that
in an
with me?
apartment.
Was it-
No, it was with Lenski
But-
and my other friend Moshe.
Oh, so
And I'm saying it was in.
In our apartment.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm a component of microdosing.
You are.
Yeah, I have microdosed. I think
You think there's effects?
there's effects to it, and there's proven effects to it, and proven effects from like people with like brain injuries and stuff like that. Also,
I'm a big believer. I microdose. What do you microdose? I do cocaine microdosing.
all right, you do you. No, but I have
One
done-
line a day keeps
What?
the doctor away.
I
mentally
don't like
strong.
Those candy, but no. I've done like LSD,
really?
microdosing,
Got
true
it.
microdosing. But I don't really do it.
I do sleep microdosing. I take naps.
No, you. First of all, that ain't a
Lots of
microdose,
na-
Schmilly.
Lots of
The
naps.
macrodose. No,
Macrodose.
It's an
no, but
overdose.
I think drugs can be helpful. I think drugs change your outlook on things.
Yeah.
Do you think
Right.
kids should be doing psychedelics?
What are we doing here?
I'm trying to get a soundbite.
If you're over the age of 18, do what you want.
Okay.
I hear that.
Like, I don't think kids should do, like, I didn't really do drugs until I was 18. Except if you consider, like, Ritalin and stuff, like speed.
Oh, you did speed?
You did speed?
Ritalin.
Ritalin. is
Ritalin, yeah.
Ritalin and speed, amphetamines.
Yeah,
And
Ritalin's fucked up that it's.
Yeah, and the doctors get
intense.
money off prescribing the kids, which I don't think is right.
What do you think about COVID? Can we get a hot take on COVID and the shots, the vaccines?
He got the shots.
Oh yeah, I had to got to go to the States, but no,
It's thinking long and hard. Just drop it for us, Jared. Just.
This is not a PC podcast.
I don't know, but
He does
Yeah.
have. It's
He's
gonna
like,
go on
I
the
have a,
internet.
he's like, I have a career.
the thing is, also, it's real, but it was not. It was. Oh, I think it came from a lab.
Wuhan? You think they made it in
Came,
Wuhan?
it's proven. Like,
Do you think China did it on purpose?
Dr. Fauci had a huge hand in it.
Yeah. Took us a-
I'm new. I haven't read up on this.
It
Ooh,
was-
wait, are we a Fauci conspiracy theorist?
I'm a truther.
Hey!
No, but I hate the word conspiracy theorist because
It's like neurologically divergent.
Fauci retarded. No, that's different. No, like some could say it was population control. Some could say it was a psyop. Some could say it was a pandemic. Some could say it was to change society. Some could say it
Some
was.
could
So
say.
you like saying some could say instead of conspiracy theorist?
No, he's saying that there's a lot of different ways to look at it.
A lot of a lot of different ways. I don't want to say that I think that.
Right.
But like it could. It's human conditioning. It was human conditioning.
I'm sensing
Social
a strong.
distancing. Social distancing. We're all in this together, you know.
I
You
feel
think
like
it was?
COVID, brother.
You think it was planned for the world for it to hit the world so we can condition ourselves in a certain way by world leaders?
Yeah. No, but it had the same impact
All right, get him, FBI. We got him. We found him. We found it. Bring him in. Bring him in. Bring him in.
as 9/11 did.
That's what I was about to say. Do you think that 9/11 was done by Bush?
Holy shit! This pod is taking a turn, and I'm loving it.
Done by a lot of people. But, yeah.
Building 7, you think brought down itself?
Oh, well.
Jet fuel don't melt steel beams.
Your
Don't
career,
melt
your
steel
career just went
beams.
to the shit.
Hey, I went down rabbit holes. So, like, yeah, I don't want to. Here's the thing. It happened. I'm not saying it never happened. There's always. It's not always what you see, not always what you get, especially when the mainstream media is involved.
You're saying don't be
so naive.
Right, correct.
Yeah,
You believe in the Illuminati.
Moon landing happened, but did the moon landing really happen?
Oh, so we're now the moon landing didn't happen. Do you think the Super Bowl is rigged? Like the scores?
I think sports.
You do?
Can be, well,
It was proven at a point that it was rigged.
yeah.
It was.
Sports, anything can
The-
be
Like it,
cahoots.
I'm
like-
sensing you have a strong distrust in like.
I don't trust anybody.
Yeah, you.
yeah.
You're a
'Cause
cynical
here's
person.
the thing, I've seen people like I've seen people do things. I've seen
By the way,
Can you explain?
Well,
what that
yeah,
was?
what you just said is like, you know, the people in movies that say, I've seen. things."
like
You're like debating about your career right now.
no, but I don't know, like
We can edit things out later.
art imitates life.
Ooh.
You see things in movies.
Avatar's real.
Are you real, man? No, but
Wait, no. Expound on this thought.
like you see them movies and people manipulating things.
Right.
So if you can manipulate in movies, you can manipulate like Wolf on Wall Street, or to say that that's a movie, but that movie is based on
Real
Reality.
shit.
real life stuff.
Right. It's
Yeah.
based on real life
Based
stuff.
on real life stuff. So
You're saying like if there's a movie like The Matrix could have happened in real life the same way that someone's happening.
the
Same way.
Matrix is happening right fucking now.
if the Matrix is happening right now, why am I not wearing a sick ass leather jacket? Huh?
That is
Riddle me that.
What he's saying is that every single movie in production has an element that's based off real life, and that's how they created for the
No,
most part.
Yeah.
So
therefore,
I
for
think that
anyone
some
that
are
understands-
no, but some are
And the thing is, like,
imagination.
some could say
Some
that
could be
some TV show, the movie gave hints to
The
like
Simpsons.
9/11, to like The Simpsons,
The Simpsons is known to like predict everything.
or Family Guy, like Family Guy especially.
Yeah, what's your favorite show?
Sex in the City.
I like Trailer Park Boys.
See,
So that show also
You gave me
me a
such
lot of
shit
problems
when I
growing
brought that
up
up
because
earlier.
people thought it was bubbles in high school.
Who thought he was what?
okay.
You know the character Trailer Park
No,
Boys?
they don't know. That's why I brought it up earlier in the podcast, and he said that you're giving me post-traumatic stress from high school. Trailer Park Boys is a movie, is a TV show of like these three
Canada.
friends.
It's a
These three friends
Canadian production, yeah.
of like these three friends that they live in a trailer park and like they do ridiculous things. They like steal shopping carts from the best one is they steal shopping carts from from a supermarket and they start rolling it down the highways. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. And, like
So why does that give you
If you should-
PTSD?
Because one of the guys
People-
looks like him.
one of the characters, he had like larger glasses, and he had in his face kind of had the Down syndrome face,
Yeah.
So people
and
made
he
fun.
played it up. So in high school, people call me that.
They were
His name
making
was
fun-
Bubbles.
they were
Yeah.
making fun of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they bubbled. Yeah, there's this comic in Toronto named Jeremy Dolopsky. I happened to go to high school with him. I don't remember this, but he told me in high school I put him in a fucking headlock because he called me
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Amazing.
You were about to take him out. Just
Yeah, and I have. Yeah, just like in the high school, I was volatile.
Really
what?
now.
What does that mean?
Volatile.
Oh, volatile.
You guys need better vocabulary, man. What? I have better vocabulary than you do. No, but yeah, there was time where I was hanging out with people in a locker, and this black guy happened to call me a retard, and I speared him into the locker, like edge style, and I got suspended because the teacher saw me doing that.
Right.
So like, yeah, like
It sounds like you didn't take shit though from people. You didn't take shit on the chin. Like you did something about
No,
it. You
yeah.
defended yourself.
whether
Stuffers.
right? I don't know.
Not for us, it does.
But like I would have.
Did you ever use your humor though to get back at the bullies? Do you ever just like
Oh,
rip them and make fun of them?
That's
You
what I was
have to
about
make
to
fun of
say.
yourself before they make fun of you.
Right.
Or you
Right.
have to, you always
Self-deprecation.
have to like. Just,
And that's probably where
You
your
take away
comedy
people's
started.
power like
and
that.
sometimes you kind of become a bully by default,
Mm,
which is not good.
right.
So you kind of it's a defensive mechanism too.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen people like from your past, like that used to bully you, whatever, and like come to your shows now, or like be anyone that's like follows you?
Yeah, I
Or, like,
would-
or
oh,
is like said sorry now that you're like
No, I
like
wouldn't
making
just-
something of yourself.
I went to this soccer game in Toronto, BMO Field, and I went into somebody who was a groundskeeper at the soccer stadium, and he was so nice to me. He took me on the field afterwards. So this guy in high school destroyed me,
Wow.
and I'm like, okay, just yeah, just whatever.
You
So,
moved
like,
on. People grow up, I guess.
Yeah, people go up and like I didn't bring it up, but it's okay. But no, like people are naturally insecure,
Right.
especially like with people. People don't know how to act.
Right.
But people can be jealous. People can be like, yeah, people can be jealous, or people think I'm. People just think I get their comics Toronto who thinks I get things just because I'm disabled.
Right. They think you have
Or-
a comedy career because of this.
Who are nice to my face and will tell people who just tell people, and it's their insecurities on themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're probably
Right?
funnier than they are.
A lot of people have very low self-esteem, and then they see myself doing it, and they,
Yeah.
you know,
You know, I would say one disability you definitely don't have is low self-esteem. I'm sure you have your moments, but you
Yeah.
seem like you are super confident and like, you know, you fuck with yourself, basically.
yeah.
I was about to ask, going into the fucking part. What's dating like?
Going into the. I was like, where are you going?
Going
The way you transitioned,
going
that was
into the fucking
unreal.
part. Like, what's dating like? Like, what's dating like? Like, tell us about your dating life.
I don't know.
Do you date other comics? Do you meet people?
No, you know, like I have people I speak to. Like, I have like,
Do you have your side hoes?
what do you call them? I just have women I speak to, whatever. I have like people who I'm close to and stuff. I used to go to like massage parlors and stuff.
Oh yeah, the happy
I
ending.
don't know, whatever. I'm
That's,
just,
that's,
what?
that's
You and Deshaun Watson.
and Robert Kraft.
Robert Kraft.
Yeah. No, but no, like, I whatever. I done my things, but no, but Kill Tony had that gave me more attention from the opposite sex.
Yeah,
What's
fame,
that like?
Fame will do that.
What?
Fame will do that. What's that like?
Fame?
Yeah.
The mind fuck. No, but like it's. Yeah, like people put the fame on you before you put fame on yourself. Well, you know, I don't know if people you have podcast now. So people say, "Oh, you're a celebrity and stuff," right? I don't know if people say that to you
We're not a
sometimes. but,
celebrity.
like,
I wouldn't call us
Not
celebrities.
celebrities.
I mean,
But,
we're
like,
becoming somewhat recognized.
people
little
get
bit.
We get recognized.
Like, yeah,
right?
we'll go in a restaurant and someone will be like, "Oh, yeah, I know you
And
from
like,
this." And
no,
it's
but
pretty
like,
crazy.
it's great. It's good.
Yeah,
It's good. I get recognized. I get recognized.
It's nice to be
down the street.
recognized
So
for
it
something you do that you
also
love.
is like, it also, yeah, it also can be annoying. Not like it's.
overbearing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I'm
like,
with you on that.
but also, man, it could change. It could change the moment of my day.
Yeah.
I could have a thought, hey, and just walk down the street. Someone say, "Hey, I know you,"
And that feels.
and you're like, and you just feel good.
Yeah.
But also, it can also be you can take it for granted too. Like not like it could be too much of an ego thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta be humble too. But like yeah, just
Halavai, we should get to that point where people we have too much of an ego.
no
thing.
like I no
No, I didn't.
but like I just
I don't
it's
think for me.
you like it's good. Like
Well, I just want to
wouldn't
say to the
change
camera,
it.
if you see me, Label, Shmoo, any of the people from the pod on the street, come over and say nice things to us, because you don't know. You might be making our day. You might be having a bad day.
Yeah, man. And like, I get people always send me messages saying, "Hey, I'm a huge fan." That how like.
Yeah, that's huge.
Are you selling merch these days? I mean, I know
Yeah.
you have that T-shirt, the
I have
Team Jared.
I'm on Teespring. You know
Teespring.
Teespring.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
on
like a
Teespring.
T-shirt
Yeah, I do
seller.
Cameo.
You do Cameo?
I have a Cameo.
What's
Your cameos.
Cameo is like
You don't know anything, man. What's
Bro,
Tony?
he's busy
What's
doing
this?
tax
What's
evasion.
that? It was a program, Label.
I'm busy flying you in,
No,
Jared.
he lives. He
Thank
lives.
you.
I only have so much
He
time.
lives in
my
his
day.
own universe. You'll get to know this. He lives in his own universe. Whatever.
He knows two things. He knows Wolf of Wall Street, and he knows Celine Dion.
Yes, Wolf of Wall Street's his favorite movie, and My Heart Will Go On is his favorite song.
Hold on. To clarify, because
Were you angry that Celine Dion got snubbed
yes. By the way, what she got snubbed? You said
on the Rolling Stones list?
when? How recently?
On top singers.
How recently?
I think it was pretty recent.
So here's the reason. So I'll be honest, I didn't even know that. What I am angry about, or I should say very sad about, that Celine Dion recently came out. Apparently she has this illness, MS or something of that nature. It's not MS, it's something similar to that, where she's actually came out and said it's incurable, it's terminal. This came out a month ago, less maybe. And she's unfortunately dying. Like
What?
Yeah, you could Google it right now if you want.
Fuck.
Yeah. And that made me really sad because I don't know. I have a very warm, affectionate feeling to Celine Dion, even though I've never listened to her. She has comforted me in my darkest days.
The heart will go on.
Yeah, my heart will go on. You know what I'm saying? Even when I had no love, I felt like I did from Celine. So I'm a huge Celine guy. And Wolf of Wall Street, just to clarify, because every person listening to this is like, of course, Label loves Wolf of Wall Street.
Good
And
movie.
It's that.
Oh.
Shmuley. He's doing the.
Well, yeah, all right.
So the reason why I love Wolf of Wall Street, honestly, I think first of all, I think Leo, that acting job by Leo, I honestly think is the greatest I've ever seen, hands down, from anyone, any movie I've watched. Granted, I'm not the biggest movie guy in the world, but from anything I've watched, and I think the script is unbelievable. I think it's 3 hours straight. Like that movie could go 6 hours,
Yeah.
and I would just be. There's not one bad scene in the movie. That's
No
my
one
thing.
is disagreeing that it's a fantastic movie. It is just kind of classic that it is your favorite.
Just
own it.
There's other movies, no, because I can understand why it's not a good movie to watch,
Yeah.
especially if you have addictive, cocky personality such as myself. However,
Self-awareness is key.
with that being said, I think it's a great movie because of the script. I really do, as opposed to other movies where I don't know. 3-hour movies are tough to make really, really good.
It's true. It is entertaining.
Yeah,
throughout.
it's a good movie.
Are you a big Jonah Hill guy? I love Jonah Hill in that movie.
Yeah, I like that movie.
Jonah's
I like him in
unbelievable also.
Moneyball.
Moneyball.
The movie.
Oh, did it bother you when in Wolf of Wall Street they were throwing the midgets at the wall, and they were also talking about like
Why would it bother him?
No, because they're also.
they're
It's,
just
yeah.
disability based.
I don't remember that scene. So.
Well, the movie starts off with them literally throwing midgets at the wall.
I have to watch it again.
Yeah.
No, but
You don't give a shit. Got it.
Teach their own.
You grew up. You went to regular school and everything.
yeah, I went to private school and regular school.
But I'm saying I'm saying even with your disability, they weren't like the principal or the teachers being like, "Oh, we can't put him in a regular
No,
class."
I
and
was in
shit.
I was in an isolated class, the 1.2.
Right.
it kind of took away from my education
Yeah, I'm sure.
because I
feel
wanted
you're
to
You're
fit
smart.
in.
really
You're a
smart.
smart guy. So like,
Yeah, but I was more focused on fitting in than my academics.
right.
Well, that's a universal thing.
I mean, that also
No,
makes
but
sense.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's common trouble, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time in the office.
What office? The principal's office?
Or
Yeah.
no, the school. I don't know. You have to hear, like Canada, they have they had a teacher room. They came and get like the attendance, or they get like things in their slots, stuff like that.
Sure.
And I spent time in that room. I had the desk in that room when I went to sometimes. I did my work.
Okay. Were
Cause
you
I-
trying to like crack up the secretaries, or just
No,
like
but
people else?
I remember all the teachers' first names. I used to call them by their first names.
I'm sure that pissed them the fuck off.
Some were okay with it.
Yeah.
You're like Barbara.
I just like memorized all of them and I told them.
You had a lot of chutzpah when you were younger. You still do.
Yeah, well, you kind of.
As you said, comics are sick and twisted. That's what they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Their brains are working on a level that's like
Yeah.
Are you
They're
a style,
trying to
are
mess
you a
with
s-
things.
Are you a style guy at all, clothing wise? I saw you rocking some Gucci stuff on your Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gucci tracksuit.
Yeah. I know. The
No, that's
I can't be.
That's an expensive piece.
It's not mine, but yeah.
Oh, you just stole it from someone.
I just had.
Borrow.
Somebody just gave it to me. Hey,
those are
buy
one.
this. You know.
Well, answer me this: you get some huge gig, God willing, your career's gonna go off. You get you write your first $1 million check. Like you're making it big. What's your first big purchase? You're getting a sports card. You're getting the real Gucci tracksuit for yourself. What are you getting?
Me?
New
What
pair
are
of
you
New
getting?
Balances.
Some mislabeled T-shirts.
Yeah, I'm getting buying a lot. No, if I get a lot of money, I'm
Yeah.
getting a visa.
Visa.
I'm trying to get a get
It's a great answer.
money.
You want to live here?
What?
You want to live here?
Yeah.
You want to live in Austin?
So you should be able to use the disability card to probably help you out with that. No, I feel like that would be the perfect time.
Yeah,
to-
we need lawyers' fees and
yeah.
Yeah.
we just can't.
You gotta get someone. You gotta just marry
No,
someone.
it's whatever. No, but
Where you trying to live, Austin?
I like Austin.
Would you
I
do
like
New York?
Canada too. So like the opportunity, the more in the States.
Definitely for comics. yeah.
No, but I would. Yeah, I'm not really a materialistic
Right.
individual, though I would help my family out.
Love it.
I
How many siblings do you have?
have 2 siblings. I would get myself a car and hire a driver.
You don't drive?
No, I don't want to, and I just too much going on. But I would get myself a car and hire a driver.
Got it.
Pretty much.
Where do you live in Austin? Do you have an Airbnb? Like, do you live out of a hotel? Like,
I
how
live
long?
close
Are,
downtown. I am staying.
have an
in
apartment?
France. I don't want to
You-
give exactly where, but
You don't
I'm
live in
staying.
Austin, right?
I don't live in Austin.
no, that's what I'm saying. How long are you there for? Like 2 months, a month?
I'm there until the end of the month, a couple weeks.
Why are you there now?
Cause I'm a golden. You're not paying attention,
Well,
man.
the Kill
Kill
Tony
Tony.
show is there.
I'm a golden ticket winner at Go Tony, and I go wherever I want, and I.
So you just keep going on the show. every
yeah,
week.
yeah, just
Because it's great exposure.
great exposure, and like it's
Do you get to be a panelist?
hopefully I'd like to if it happens.
Dude, I want to see one a panel with Shane Gillis. First of all, because everyone tells Shane Gillis that he has a little bit of the downs in the face, and he makes fun of it
Yeah.
a lot.
I want.
I want you guys on the same panel.
Yeah, I really want to meet Bobby Lee one day.
Oh, you like Bobby?
Bobby would
Lee's
love
hilarious.
you.
Yeah.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
god.
no, but
Are you a Theo Von fan?
I love the Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
And I love the Bobcat.
I was gonna say, who's your favorite comic today?
Bobcat Goldway.
You a Chappelle guy?
That was good. What's his name? This guy from New York. I really like.
Schultz?
Who's actually from Toronto? Adam Mueller.
Adam
His name's
what?
Adam Mueller.
Mueller?
Yeah, Adam Mueller. He's funny.
Adam Mueller? Never heard of him.
Damn it.
Um,
I'm upset. I don't know.
I like Joe Rogan's a good comic.
Yeah, you like Joe?
I've seen him live, and he's unbelievable live.
Really?
Yeah, like Bobcat Goldthwait. It's one of my favorites.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah,
That's an
That
insane
is an
name.
insane name.
yeah,
Bobcat Goldthwait. Oh, Goldthwait. Thwait.
yeah.
Okay, this guy just has funny facial hair. No, he looks awesome. I do want to. One last thing that I just wanted to ask you about was just because we haven't really spoken about it, and this is a Jewish pod.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Judaism for a bit. So you were adopted by a Jewish woman, right? What's your current connection to Judaism, if any? If any, like what do you do? Do you have any personal connection to it? Do you eat latkes?
Lox and kimchi is my favorite.
Hey.
You know, no, yeah, I always have a Jewish connection. Like I grew up in an Orthodox community. I went to
Farbrengens?
You've been
You've
to
been-
Farbrengens?
many.
Bro, I love
many
it.
Farbrengens?
Weird. By who?
My next neighbor.
Bro, I live in Crown Heights. You gotta next time you're in New
I
York.
wish, I want to experience that. No, but
Next time you come to
I've
Crown Heights, I'm
done
having.
Paris.
Oh, you've
I
been to
swung the
Paris?
chicken on my head.
What do you think about
I love
Paris?
it. You're bringing out the most
I was in
random things.
summer.
I love it.
Well, it's a tradition. Like it's whatever.
Are you like, what the hell's going on? And you're like, no, this
No,
is cool.
you understand the
Yeah.
thing. Your sins go to the chicken. Like it's a pretty simple concept.
Yeah, it's simple. What's
Pretty
the...
simple.
It's
You
not a
wave it
hard
around enough.
concept. You could- Some people could call it animal cruelty.
No.
The chicken gets a little dizzy, and afterwards, chicken gets a little,
A little dead.
A little dizzy, a little.
to the slaughter, whatever. No. Like I've driven down the street when I was in a car when somebody had a chicken out the window in one hand, the other hand driving a car. Like I've experienced that.
when Jared
Why-
says he's seen things, these
why-
are the things he's seen. This is why he
was there
believes
a
in the
chicken?
Matrix.
Why was someone holding a chicken out the
Because they
window?
were going to take it to the slaughterhouse afterwards.
Was that like a
What do you
person?
call it? It's
Were they like doing
call it something.
ripping
Yeah,
out the block?
shecht,
Yeah.
to shecht.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's saying you
You
call it
took
something,
it to the
shechting them, shechting them.
I don't know about you. There's nothing more gangster than like low riding, one hand on the wheel, one
Yo,
hand outside with a
seriously.
chicken.
The guy was holding his arm with one hand, and the chicken going over the speed bump. The chicken going, bop, 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 bop.
That is gangster.
But no,
I love it.
I'm Orthodox adjacent.
It's not a term we use nowadays. That's like
Label, you have an extra pair of
Orthodox
tzitzis?
people.
What do you like about Farbrengens? You just get hammered?
I like watching people get hammered.
Yeah,
I like
why?
watching rap. I've seen rabbis like hit the table.
Yeah, I didn't.
I see rabbis like fall asleep on tables.
He's like you're going straight Purim right now.
Are you close with any rabbis in the community? Or friendly with them?
Yeah, some don't like me.
Why not?
Who could not like you?
No, I'm not like molecularly, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
molecularly, some people might think that I'm not a real Jew because my adoption wasn't
Fully kosher by them.
fully kosher
Yeah.
because my
Yeah.
parents didn't keep a kosher house. And I was told at one point I wanted to be Orthodox. And my next door neighbor had a synagogue. And I think somebody's heart was in the right place. But they told him that my adoption was not halakha.
Right.
And there's like 2 weeks before my bar mitzvah,
Mhm.
he told me I was a fake Jew.
Oof.
And I should only do a bar mitzvah to get money and stuff. And his kids, I still remember this. 'Cause kids can be cruel as fuck. And like, I became a Shabbos guy at one point. Like, oh, turn off the light, you can do it, turn off the light.
First of all, that is the only reason for
Jewish?
bar mitzvahs. Is
What?
the only reason for bar mitzvahs is so families
It's
and
a
kids
fat.
get money.
It's a Jew's first
paycheck.
fat paycheck. It's our first
It's like
taste
Yeah,
of
but
money.
you
like-
become a man.
I don't know. I felt Jewish there, right?
Yeah, no,
Like,
that's
I
horrible
wanted
that
to
someone did that.
be- I was seeking something,
Yeah.
and then now I don't know. Now,
I promise you
Do you
this.
still
Joe.
want to be Orthodox now?
no,
You don't give a shit.
no, it's not.
Not on the agenda.
No, like I'm still calling myself Jewish. Like,
Of
I'm
course.
Jewish.
Yeah.
And listen, Jared, if you ever want to get connected, I'm not saying Orthodox. If you ever just want to connect to that Jewish part of you, like
Maybe
walk
I'm
into
doing
any Chabad.
shidduch. I'm thinking of having a
Shidduch?
shidduch.
Shidduch.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah, we gotta
joking.
set you up. That's what I'm saying, Jared.
I'm
Like,
just joking, man. I'm
we got
joking,
to get the
yeah.
shidduch game
No,
going.
no, no,
Every
but
5 pounds
We
shidduch.
got to hit up your shidduch profile.
You
Can
have
I make you a shidduch profile?
Do you have a resume?
There's a whole website, the app for this shit
Bro,
now?
bro.
There's an app for
There's
this
like
shit now?
10. There's like 10 of them.
Holy shit,
Bro.
No, I'm just playing.
Let's get you on
joking
J Swipe
around.
right now.
It's called
No, but
it's called
I'm-
Jinder, Jewish Tinder, Jinder.
Are you a Tinder vid?
No, I was in eHarmony at one point.
Oh, you were in the army.
But yeah, it's
I haven't seen any commercials for eHarmony in a minute.
Yeah, what
I
else?
used to see them like
That old guy,
Match.com.
right?
Yeah,
no, but yeah,
it's like Cialis. I haven't seen them for
yeah,
those in a minute either.
I respect Judaism.
Okay.
I respect it. I respect, like, I know, like, Shomer Shabbos, whatever. Like, I know a lot. I worked in the community and stuff like that. But, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You ever watch The Big Lebowski?
Dude!
And I'll roll
yeah.
on Shabbos.
Yeah. Just like, yeah, I have a lot of people who are community Jewish stuff. I loved Israel. I went to Israel.
Oh,
I was
really?
about that. See if you ever been to
That could
Israel.
get you canceled nowadays.
I've been at, yeah. No, but yeah, I have. I'm no shame to say that I feel Jewish, whatever.
That's awesome.
Hell
I
yeah.
was told I didn't have the neshama, but that's one point.
You definitely have an neshama.
Like, I
BS.
don't know. Well, that same guy told me I didn't. Whatever.
Oh.
It's whatever.
Fuck
Same
that
guy.
guy
Same
in
guy
particular.
told you
So,
took
like,
too much
it's hard
Cholent
right now
Kiddush.
being. You can't really express it. You can't really express your love for Israel, your love for
Nowadays, they're saying.
nowadays,
Yeah.
especially in Toronto and the comedy scene.
I'd like to believe you can. I'm sure
You
that there are crazy
can.
people out there, but I would like to believe most people, even left, right, like you can express that you love Israel while like you can criticize the government if you want to or not, but like
He's
I would
saying
hope we
that.
can express
No, you can't
your
express
love of
it.
a country.
You can't express it, but people will express
Well,
what they think
yeah.
too.
Listen,
And the whole yeah.
a country's not its government. At the end of the day, it's not.
No,
country's not its
but,
government.
like,
You can also hate Israelis for other reasons. They can
Yeah.
be bastards.
it's-
They're annoying as
don't
fuck sometimes.
trust what you can't trust what Israeli tell you.
No.
You're Israeli, right?
No, I look.
You have that Israeli vibe.
I do.
Yeah.
In
That's
what-
a compliment.
in what way?
aggressive.
Like,
Aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive. Like you're scheming.
I avoid taxes. I do tax evasion.
Oh, you
Yeah,
are a
longer.
schemer, bro.
You're a schemer.
Jared.
I'm just having fun, man.
No, Jared, we are all having
Bro,
fun.
it's totally cool. One last thing. Do you play any sports?
I used to play hockey.
Big
I
hockey.
swam.
Oh, really?
I played.
Label doesn't know how to
Basketball.
swim.
I don't know how to
You've
swim.
played more sports than we do. You don't know how to. That's a
Label does
conversation
not
for
know how
another
to
time.
swim, does he know how to ride a bike.
No, I know how to.
You know
ride
how
a
to
bike.
speak? No, I haven't smoked today, so my filters
It's
on
good
there
that
right
it's
now.
good. Okay.
Jared, we've had quite a lot of fun with you today.
Likewise.
Yeah, and please
Um,
come back anytime.
I know you hate tennis. I'm not gonna call you inspiring. What I will say is you're fucking fun to be around. You're hilarious, dude.
Thank you.
And I'll definitely getting a hit of just like self-respect off of you, just like how you hold yourself.
Yeah, honestly,
Amazing.
I'd be totally honest. You've given me a new outlook in general. I
100%.
appreciate that. You've taught me some things today, and I appreciate that. I want to give you a huge plug, though.
Yeah, let's plug it.
Instagram, at Jared Nathan Comedy, right?
Yes, I'm Jared
That's
Nathan Comedy.
Jared Nathan, spelled like Nathan Hot Dog. comedy. No, I'm just
Such a
no,
random-
I'm just saying
yeah.
how it's spelled.
That's how. Yeah. Right?
How else would you spell Nathan?
I don't know. I have no idea.
No, that
Just-
made sense.
It's not the most
Yeah.
insane thing
It
I've
made
done.
sense.
but-
It made sense.
And we could probably stick a clip of him.
Yeah. By the way, Jared. Also, if you have like, when we go through this pod, I think we should get some stuff from you. Maybe
Yeah,
throw
some-
up on the screen.
Yeah.
Some of your top, like, just great clips. We'll throw,
Yeah,
you know,
for
Santa.
sure.
Also, people watch Kill Tony.
Yeah.
And maybe just go onto YouTube, type in Kill Tony, Jared Nathan, watch
Yeah.
him do his thing, watch,
Yeah.
you know? And
Some new episodes are dropping soon.
Jared, I
that
see
on?
big things in your fucking future. I think that the next time we have you on, it's going to be
And
during
he
your
has a
tour
crystal
post
ball.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Jared, we need to we need to fly you back now, right? Your flight is coming up.
Yeah. Go to the airport.
Sick. No, we
Let's
flew you
go.
in. We flew you in for what? 3 hours?
Yeah, I feel like not celebrity status right
Yeah,
there. But
That's
yeah,
celebrity
appreciate it.
status.
Thank you.
Yeah, I couldn't fly you in business work first yet, so we had to unfortunately do a little
No,
coach.
that's
Next time you
alright,
come
it's
out,
alright.
next time you come out, we come in private plane.
PJ. We'll PJ. you in
PJ.
to wherever. Maybe we'll do it in Greece or somewhere.
One day.
You know what I'm saying?
Knock on.
Knock on wood. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Guys,
All right.
thank you for watching. Thank you, Jared. Everyone, we hope you
Appreciate
enjoyed.
it.
On to the next episode next week as well.
New
See
to
you
your
soon.
pets. Bye.